This seal right here is completely tore up, and it's probably the original seal. See, it's really crumbly. So I ordered a set of seals in this big clip. So I took some spring steel that came off of my rake. I've been saving the pieces because it's really good steel for stuff like this. And I just took an old pair of vice grips and put that on there. It works really well. It's just that thing is still, even with this, was still hard to get out. I just don't make anything very good, and I felt like I could build something better than what I found online. Okay, so I finally got it off, and what you need to understand is that there's some seals inside of here, and these seals have gone out. So what's going on is these plates are really saturated with hydraulic fluid, because I'll show you, but inside of here you can see where the line goes in. It pressurizes and pushes these plates out. That's what makes the whole thing stop. It presses up against this section right here and just causes it to break. So this is not exactly a caliper, but it's kind of an inverted caliper. So, you know, over time, over 30 something years or whatever it is, those seals get bad. So I'm going to replace all the internal seals. It looks like I have seals. The last time I opened this up, I didn't think I had these seals. On the other side, it didn't have these. This one here, or this one. So I put this one on. Whoever had this before didn't care. And this here had been leaking the whole time. I didn't even know what was going on. But since I've gotten this one repaired, or this brake over here, this one finally blew all the way out. And so now I get to rebuild it. So let's get started on it. So I can get in here. Okay, there's that. There's a seal, a cup seal on the other side of this, and that's what causes that to push out. This is actually the ram. And then to get to it, to disassemble it, got to take this massive clip off and pull this other cup seal off. This has got what they call springs in here, and then behind that's a cup seal. Look at that. Oh man, I'm afraid to let it go now. Here we go. There it went. Man, it took me, I don't know, half an hour to get that off the first time. Okay, so we got this spacer. We got this spring. We got the opposite facing spring. And we have the other spacer. Now I just got to try to get that out. Nope, I wasn't. Look at there. That thing just fell out. There's one of them. And it's not sticking up enough to get anything on it. This is worn out. The way these work, they're called cup seals. The hydraulic fluid will get inside of that lip, that cup part, and press that out, and then push the seal down, or actually in this case it keeps the fluid in, and it seals better that way. But over time, obviously, they just get worn out because a lot of heat and stuff going on at the same time. I don't think what they had in here was OEM, but you can get cup seals from all kinds of places. I just don't want to deal with all the measuring. So this seal has to be faced upwards. The cup needs to be faced towards me, because that fluid's not supposed to get past this. That other seal was so blown up, it was just falling apart. So this one's going to be facing the other direction. See, it's got a lot bigger, I don't know if you can tell, but see how much bigger the lip is on it? Makes me wonder if this is just worn out or it's kind of thin. Let me make sure that's cleaner. Alright, let me show it to you. See there? The ram just sits in there. I would inspect the surfaces. This one here is really clean. I mean, it's not clean, but it's the surfaces looks good. I'm just going to put a little lube on there just to be sure I don't tear something. Alright, we got this spacer, and we have springs, the other spacer, I got to put the clip back on. Hope it goes as well as it did. I cannot complain about that. Now the seal sits on here, and this is pretty dirty, so I'm going to clean it. Alright, and I'm going to tell you something. Putting this back on is a booger, because the stuff don't want to line up or stay lined up, so when you put it in, it wants to come out. It's a pain. If I can clean this surface also. Alright. It's gonna take a while, that's for sure. Well, I think I found the real problem here. You can see that line right there. That's from this leaking. This seal's leaking also. Which means I need to replace that before I do anything, because that's probably blowing it in there, and it could be what caused those seals to fail. So I need to order this seal in and figure out how to put it in. I'm hoping that I can put it in from this side, but because it does have a clip ring on it, so I'm hoping that it'll just go right in there. Getting the old one out might be a little difficult, but I'll do some research on it. Well, I'm not going to leave it exposed, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. It's probably going to leak into it, but I'd rather it not run out on the ground like it's been doing. So I'm kind of stuck. I don't want to run this like it is. Well, here we are. It's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, a week. Had to wait on the part to come in. Okay. I did order this seal in, but this one here seems to be fine. And really, these seals are only supposed to keep dirt out. They're not supposed to hold pressure. So there's a C-clip in here, and I know as I pull this seal out. Look at that. That would have taken me 30 minutes if I would have tried it without them tools. Now, how do I get that seal out? I think I need to drill it, pop it with a piece of wire. I really don't know any other way to get it because it's a tight fit. I believe this one is metal. Got it broke loose. It's making a mess. Get everything ready so I can swap it out real quick. Try and inspect it and make sure it doesn't have any. The new seal goes in this way inside to hold the pressure, just like the others. Oh, the leak isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I do have some junk down here at the bottom. Okay, so the idea is to put it in as straight as possible. I don't know if the brake seals were really bad, but I think they were ready to be replaced anyway. I think this was my primary issue. There's so much pressure that gets built up. Let's see if I can stab this motor. Well, that's it. Made a big mess. Fortunately, this is all environmentally safe stuff. So. But shouldn't have any more leaks now. That should be it, and it shouldn't be such a major issue. Now I've just got to fill the thing up with fluid and crank it up, see how it goes after I put this stuff on. So let's do that. That's it. Let's see if we can get her going. Make sure we don't have some major leak. We'll fill it up with fluid and get after it. Got it full. It's not leaking. We need to crank it up. I've got to grease it so it'll give me a chance to test it out. Okay, I know what the problem is. I need to fill it up. It's just really low on fluid on fuel, so let me fill it up and then we'll crank it. All right, take two. Back this thing up, make sure we don't have any explosions. Cool deal. I just need to grease it up now. When you do the swing bearing, which is what allows it to rotate around, you can see that there's a grease zerk right there. There's two of them, like an inside and an outside. So what I do, I just swing it and then pump it. There it is. Okay, let's test this thing out. Let's test the brake system and see what kind of action it's got. That's good. That's good. It's definitely better, right? There was kind of a sluggish delay before.